What is going on, everybody? This is Minnesota Dippin' back here again. I know I haven't made a video in a few days. I've been very busy at work, putting on about 15 hours a day, and getting back so late that let me turn this down. Getting back so late that I just didn't feel like making a video. It's around midnight right now, so I gotta get to sleep pretty soon. I'm gonna be up at 7 in the morning to get to work. But yeah, this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while. I've told you guys about it numerous times, and what that is a review video thing on my 2015 Mathews halon, which is in a case. But before anything, got very little dip. I gotta go out on my lunch break and get some more tomorrow. So this is probably gonna be my last lip out of this tub, or at least one of them. See if I can find a place where my gums don't hurt. They're getting pretty sensitive right now. Pretty small lip, but I gotta have something for work tomorrow. Come on. Alright. Without further ado, I'm gonna get into the video. So, I'll start with the quiver and just kind of shit that I got on here, my arrows. So, these are Victory VAP Elites. VAP is Victory Armor Piercing. They're a 350 spine. I have them cut to around 26.5, 27 inches. I got a 29-inch draw, but I got a little bit of an overdraw on it. And I fletch all my own arrows. These are fletched with a 365 archery white arrow wraps, and 2 white and then 1 red blazer vein. These are the 2-inch blazer veins. And then you got the outserts on the front. Most of these extra small diameter Victory arrows come with the outserts, so you can fit a regular sized field tip or broadhead in there, and you don't with the Easton injections and stuff like their extra small diameters. You got to get a special broadhead, special field tip to fit in there. These you don't got to worry about that, and I kind of like that, so it makes it a lot cheaper. And I get a good deal on these at my shop because I'm a team shooter for my shop, and they are the main distributor for 365, so I can get a good deal on these. And I've got shitloads of them. Oh, wrong one. Nope, that was the right one. I probably got around 2 dozen in here. So, next is the pen. Use it for scorecards, because I do shoot competitively. Binoculars. Again, competitive shooting. I got, if I can get it out, and this one, 2 sets of Allen keys. If you ever shoot bows, everything on them is going to be an Allen key, generally a small one, unless there's something on your sight where it's like a Phillips screwdriver or something. So I keep 2 of these in here. And this is just like an Easton, I think it's an Easton field quiver in Mathews Lost Camo, because I love Mathews. What can I say? And then I have arrow puller, just a square Easton arrow puller I got for a deal after I bought the halon. Got the shop gave me this and a new fletch jig, because I just bought the new Chill R a couple months earlier, and I decided I was going to trade that in and get the new halon because I like new shit. So I got a little bit of deal on some of the stuff. Got 2 free things, this and the fletching jig. Then I have a Bushnell rangefinder. This is actually a golf rangefinder. You get these at golf shops. This is the Patriot Edition, because #America. This is I got a good deal on this because it was a birthday present for me for my 17th birthday from my dad, and he's a very, very good golfer. I'll say that. Has a lot of connections. Wins a lot of tournaments around the Southern Illinois area and in some other areas. And I played with Ricky Fowler, if you know who that is, and actually beat Ricky Fowler. I could say that. Very good rangefinder. I've got it on a little paracord sling, so good rangefinder. Good thing to have. And I've got some random paracord things on here for decoration. And then in this little front pocket, I keep a couple Luminox for when I'm out hunting. This is just so I don't lose them. I know where they are always. And then I don't take this out when I hunt because I don't like having a quiver on my waist when I hunt. I just throw them in the back, throw 3 arrows in the backpack, and I'm good. So, Luminox, they're nice. It's a fantastic idea. I just had a $30 gift card to Cabela's, so I figured I might as well buy them. And then, well, I don't know, I think my release is in the case. So, that's what I've got in here, and then it's also got the release pouch, and I have the pouch for the rangefinder in there for, I don't know why. So, that's quiver. And then we'll get into the bow here. And I don't know where my quiver is, or not my quiver, my release. So, that might be bad. But, this is her, right here. Ain't she beautiful? So, I've got a just orange paracord wrist sling on here. It's loose, but if something happens and I do drop it, it catches. So, you know. I have a Nap, New Archery Products, Apache drop away rest. I only shoot drop away rest. This is not a very high quality one. I got this when I wasn't making a lot of money, and it was kind of on a budget, and it was reasonably cheap. Got it on Amazon. I like it. It works just fine. And I have the stock strings on here just because they're fantastic strings made by Zebra. Zebra makes really good strings. And if you don't know anything about Mathews or archery, these are their new cross-centric cam system. So basically they work the same as their no cam, where it has a directly straight knock travel and there's no side to side on it, and it makes for a very, very good arrow flight. And the cam is actually basically a completely circular cam, but on this side it flattens out. It's a very, very smooth draw, and it is the only reason you can run these super parallel limbs and still get a very good balance on it. It's a fairly heavy bow, but that helps balancing. Again, this has a 6-inch brace height, which is kind of the median. They make a 5, 6, and a 7. 7, I felt like I was losing too much power out of it, and a 5 just wasn't forgiving enough. I like it forgiving, but I like it to be fast too. So I went in the middle. I went to 6. And then up here on the front, I have an HHA optimizer, single pin sight. I can get this thing out to 120 yards, shooting a light arrow, a lightweight arrow, with a stiff spine. I can get out pretty far. I can usually put about 4 out of 5 in a watermelon or a cantaloupe at 120. Oh yeah, I have this thing maxed out at I have the limbs completely maxed out. I think it last time they weighed it, it was about 71 and a half pounds. So it's not that hard to pull back for me. Goes right back. It's got a very smooth draw, really good let off. I mean, I wasn't using a release on that. Don't do that at home. Not a good idea, because if you dry fire it, there goes $600 for the restring and the new limbs and everything. So I do not suggest that. I don't know why I did it. But oh, here's my release. Sweet. Go over that later. Then up here on the front, I have a 10-inch. This is a what is it? Fuck. Extreme Stabilization. Extreme Stabilization stabilizer. They make a pretty good product. It's a carbon shaft with about, I don't know, 6 ounces of weight on the front. I kind of like I like it heavier up front. I don't know why. But 10-inch, I felt like I could still get good stability and be able to maneuver it in a tree reasonably. So I went with a 10-inch. I'm also a team shooter for extreme stabilization and for 60X custom strings. They make a good product. I have not gotten their strings onto here yet. I was a team shooter for them last year, and I'm still on their rookie team, I guess. But I need to get their strings for this. I've kind of been putting that off. Feel bad about it. But I got stabilizer. I think I'm going to put a 6-inch sidebar on this at some point. But I like it the way it is for right now. And then eventually I'm going to go with a Excel Achieve sight, the AccuTouch Pro with the 9-inch carbon dovetail. Again, single pin. I love shooting a single pin because I can get it out there and get that to 120, 130 yards, and I don't have to worry about mixing up pins, especially if I'm in the tree. And the great thing about that Excel is it's got the AccuClicks, where basically it just clicks into place at 20, 30, 40 yards, whatever you set it at. But it's good. It's got the dial. I got this very cheap. I got it for like $100. Done me good, but it's kind of on this down slope. I really work my shit, and I don't give them breaks. I test them out. I'm really hard on my stuff, and the bow has very well held up, even though I haven't been waxing the strings like I should be. They're still in great condition. Peep's not out of alignment. I owe a lot of that to the guys at the shop. Archery Country. If anybody watching this is in Minnesota, check out Archery Country. They've got, I believe, 3 locations. Rogers, White Bear Lake, and Blaine, I want to say. Something like that. They'll treat you good if you go to Rogers. Give Dan and Pat and Matt a lot of shit. Just because they're assholes. And Pat is a Packers fan. No, not Pat. Dan is a Packers fan, so give him shit for that. Yeah, that's kind of all I got on the bow. More shit to come. Custom strings. New dampeners and up here, new colors. I'm probably going to do like dark blue or red, white, and blue or something. Because I'm American. And I can do whatever the fuck I want. So, throw that back in here. And I will be getting a new case pretty soon. Once I pay off my my Elite Victory, I'm going to do a video on that, and I'm going to have a double bow case. It's I'm getting a Easton semi-soft dual bow case, which is it's got a internal frame, so it's got it's kind of the best of both worlds. It's a soft case, but it's still protective. Got a lot of foam, got a lot of pockets. What's the guy's name? Real Wild. I think he's still the #1 shooter on the in the world right now. Has a great video on it. So go check him out. And then the release that I'm shooting right now on this, it's just a regular old Fuse Cinch series or Clinch series, one of the two. Dual caliper, index release. I've had this since I got my first actual bow when I was 13, and it's never let me down. It's got a very, very light trigger, which I like that, because whenever I have it back, I just let my finger drop onto it, and it goes right off, and I have no doubts about my shot afterwards. The strap's getting a little worn out. Probably going to have to get a new one pretty soon. I'm looking into the Spot Hog Wise Guy release. I know Cameron Haynes shoots with that, and he is one of my idols. So, might have to go with that just because Cameron Haynes. But for now, I really like this release. And then I have a Scott Longhorn Pro back tension or hinge style release for the target bow, which basically it's a 3-finger fist style release. You hold it in your hand and you start turning your hand like this, and more weight that's put on those 3 fingers over here, it's on a half moon, so it'll go off by itself and it just makes for a little more accurate shot with a target bow especially. I'll probably end up start hunting with a back tension, but that's in the future. Oh, good old Yeti. So, believe that is all I have. I've got some more videos coming up. I have added more to my bug out bag. Voice crack. Added a couple things in my bug out bag. I got a life straw and a Sawyer water purification kit, which is basically the same thing as life straw, but made by Sawyer, and it's got the whole bag water bottle thing. You just fill up with water and then attach the life straw or the straw to it, and it'll filter all the water right through it. Got it for like 25 bucks today. And then, oh, actually this. I got 2 new fly boxes. This is my streamer box for my streamers, poppers, divers, woolly buggers, stuff that's more for bigger fish and underwater. And then I got a new dry fly box that has most of my dry flies in it, and then I have another box that I got from a very, very close family friend of mine who is kind of like a grandfather to me. He gave me a box full of dry flies that he tied himself over the last 20 years. Very close friend. He's not doing too well right now, so I'm kind of hoping I get to see him again pretty soon, before the possible worst happens. But so he gave me a bunch of stuff, and then got some more freeze-dried meals for the bug out bag, and I'm planning on getting a new backpack for it pretty soon. I found a really good bag at Cabela's that's made by SOG, who makes knives. I've never been a huge fan of their knives or anything, but I carry one of their miniature tactical tomahawks in my truck for self-defense, so I kind of consider carry. Oh, good old Hank. But so that's what I'm getting. It's camo, got molly all over it. It'll hopefully be better than that bag. And then I'll be adding more to my mom's and stocking more arrows, more ammo. Because actually, I'll talk about this. I don't know if y'all heard, but I read this. It was a CNN report. I found it on Facebook. But it was a full CNN report on this. There's apparently a threat from North Korea that we are taking very, very seriously. So shit could go south tomorrow. It could go next month. It could go in 2 years. It could never go. Like I keep saying. But I'd rather be the guy that's prepared and ready to go instead of the guy that's not prepared and that is freaking out when shit is fine. So that's about all I got for tonight. I'll come back next time with a couple more videos, hopefully more frequently this time. But it just all kind of goes with my work schedule. I got a raise this week, which is nice. I'm now making 15, so I'll hopefully be able to move out pretty soon. Looking at getting a new truck, 2005 60. Good old Power Stroke. And I really don't want to sell old Farmer Joe out there, but might have to. If I can't keep her, I'll have to sell her to somebody and hope to take good care of her. If not, I'm going to keep it and make it into a fucking monster truck. But that's kind of all I got. Besides, I got a new hat, finally. Because you couldn't tell my old hat was camo anymore. It was so disgusting. So, it's up on the Wall of Fame now. And that's all I got for tonight, officially. I'm not going to keep dragging this out with useless shit. So, that's it. Good night. Minnesota Dippin' out. See ya.